Good afternoon and welcome to Season 5 of the Leaders Only Digital Show and Podcast. I am your host, Samaj, and we're brought to you by What a Change Mentoring and Tone Drone TV. Please invite your friends, your family to check out the Leaders Only Show on YouTube each and every Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern. Have a watch party, subscribe to our channel, share, like, hit that bell, and comment if at all possible. And if you're watching us after the live stream takes place, then please put hashtag replay in the chat so we can keep up with you in time. Also, let us know if you have any questions, comments, or concern by reaching out to us at leadersonly22@gmail.com. Again, it's leadersonly22@gmail.com. And it's definitely an exciting Friday here in Virginia Beach, Virginia. We're at Green Run High School, and I would love to say happy homecoming to all the students here at Virginia Beach, Green Run High School. As you know, I am a mental health coach and chef over here at Green Run, and I'm holding it down by myself this week with the team. My partner, Lorenzo High, they call him Coach High, he's on vacation this week. So the team came down and we wanted to just show the importance of the mental health team meeting and just taking the topics on being locked in and how the players are using, not taking this game for granted, being able to use the game as an escape from all this madness, this chaos, a bunch of feelings, hostility going on in society today, man, especially after what we just experienced on Election Day and the day after. It's a wonderful thing to just be able to bring you guys to a meeting where we can get heart to heart and share our time with today's youth, especially our young men, and just let them know that they are special, they are different, they are here for a reason, that they do have a purpose, and above all, that they are loved. Nothing that they are going through now or that they're going to experience that we haven't either went through or that we are going to face, or that we know somebody that has faced it already. So basically just bringing you guys in on our meeting and then how the festivities go for homecoming. It's been homecoming after homecoming after homecoming. So it's literally y'all turn to have a party. You know what I mean? They shouldn't even want to show up. The great thing about homecoming is a lot of alumni get to come back. I hadn't been back to Norfolk State since we speaking on homecoming. I ain't been back in 9 years, and I had went back last week before y'all game just to drop off some t-shirts like I had told y'all. And then last Saturday I had a lot of people hit me up that I hadn't seen in years, man. And just to go back, I pray you guys that are going to the next level, bro, I pray that when you get there that you get to become way better than I was to Norfolk State. But I just pray that you get to experience what I got to experience. Last week, bro, I might have cried maybe 5 times. I seen my captain when I went on my recruiting trip. I seen my captain when I first played. And one thing about me, like I always tell you, I don't like talking about myself, but the people, when I did get there, most times you get hazed when you get there. But I did have a reputation. They knew I could play. And I just had to thank a lot of people who supported me along the way, opened the door along the way. Went in as a freshman, was able to get a single digit because a older person gave me their jersey and told anybody else that if you have any trouble, come see me. But I was able to get back the appreciation and the love that I gave the whole time when I was in school. When I was in school, this is before NIL, I was able to create a company called So Focus LLC, and it started from me doing a birthday party, and I had a birthday party, and I had more people actually come to the let out of the party and actually watch us about the last hour of the party. And then that led to us be able to become a company and do all white parties, all black parties. We did a party called Polo Shirts and Mini Skirts. I was able to help people who weren't able to fly home for Thanksgiving on their breaks. I was able to bring them home with me. And that was all because the beauty of this game. And we're back in the hallways of Green Run High School before the game starts here at Homecoming 2024. And I'm with some of my favorite players. Everybody couldn't make it because we'll be here all day. But I got QB1. What is your name, position, and graduating class?
Kason Farrar, class 2025, quarterback.
Yes, indeed. And we've been here and we've been doing the mental health coaching for 2 years. He's been here for a full year with us. Why is mental health team meeting important that you think?
I think it's important because it helps the players lock in and get all the bad energy out of their heads, and they just move forward. They good.
Got you. So it helps clear the mind. You hear that? And how can you better lock in? Any tips or anything we could do extra to help you lock in even more?
Man, tips, probably like listen to music, lights off, lights got to be off, and that's it.
For sure. They definitely love the lights off. And lastly, this is your last high school homecoming. What makes the homecoming game special?
Homecoming, it makes it good because some of the older people, they come back, support, and watch the young fellas play.
And as I always tell you, can we get a night, no turnovers? We get damn near perfect on completions, great decisions. Can we get that?
Yes, sir. Yes,
All right, man. Thank you, Kassan. I appreciate it. And that's really what today is about. It's like literally being able to use this game, your sports, your camaraderie with your teammates to block out everything. Fellas, like I always tell you, I'm 40. The last few days, the last few weeks, society just been in an uproar. Yesterday, it was the day after the announcement of a new president, and society, grown-ups, adults older than y'all, they really lost their mind. You know, a lot of people stopped talking to people, threatening people, cut people off on account of their choice, on account of their decision. And I couldn't wait to get down here because being able to be around y'all, being able to be around sports is something that shows every time while y'all out there for that 60 minutes, that 2 hours that y'all out there in total, that everything else don't matter. No matter if your parents voted for Bush, no matter if your parents voted for Kamala, no matter if your parents are broke, no matter if his parents got it, no matter if you don't have a mom or dad at home, no matter if you know what I mean, living off your big brother, this person ain't getting along with this person, relationship ain't good. The beautiful part about this game is you get to lock in with some people, and for that moment, for that very moment in this world where all this stuff is going on, you get to know the person beside you, the person next to you, behind you, is literally pushing towards something else. And if you really, really, really do it good, and which is the reason why we do yoga and we have these meetings, you'll be able to really lock in, and y'all will be on the same frequency. And that's what it's going to take these next few weeks. It's going to literally take y'all one game at a time, locking in, cleaning up where you know somebody might be at a disadvantage, doing a little bit extra. Y'all literally have 6 weeks till y'all can literally make history, especially history that I've ever seen. I ain't never seen nobody go 40-0 and then walk across that field and get their rings. Always the celebrations in the regular season, you know, and I continuously to tell y'all, latch on, you know, to the people who you see are not letting up, to the people who you see don't have a problem with saying, yo, that was my bad. I fucked up on that play. I ain't gonna let you down no more. Now is the time. I also wanted to speak about this game being something beautiful and you being able to silence the noise because I'm pretty sure y'all know Lil Durk. I'm pretty sure y'all know Young Thug. I'm pretty sure y'all know a lot of these artists, what is his name, YNF or YSL Lucci or something like that. But I'm saying this to say one day you rich, the next day you broke as hell sitting in a cell and don't nobody give a damn. Especially when you got something going on. They can't wait for it to be you. I remember vividly Lil Durk being on $1 million worth of game and it went in one ear and out the other. This is literally the reason why I have to come. I can't identify with street dudes, you know what I'm saying? I had them in my family. I seen them go to jail, I made visits, but I can't go tell a street dude something because he ain't gonna feel it from me. I ain't a street dude. That I chose to go to college, I chose to get a scholarship. I'm from the ghetto. That's as far as it can go. But those young men like yourself, those who are waking up every day, praying to get the hell out that household where mom and dad may be beefing, ain't able to get the shoes, you know what I mean, every 2 weeks, all that. I identify with you. Have to get a job when you turn 15 because your shoes go into adult sizes. Now you got to help for Christmas. Now you got to help for Easter. Now you got to help for your birthday. I identify with you. So I come back to talk to you because it's a damn shame to see people get up to multi-million-dollar status and then the people around them can bring them down. they get up to multi-million-dollar status and then they start playing life like it is the show Power. I'm here to tell y'all fellas, it's only getting easier for the police because everything's going digital. They literally have cameras that pick up your body frequency, and it could tell you where it's going to. Like if somebody's dealing out of a certain apartment, they got police now that don't sit in cars and do stakeouts. They sit on a computer, and they literally watch cameras to see how often people go to this one in particular address, and then that's how they doing the crackdowns. I'm going through it right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm literally going through it right now. Somebody I know very close to me, fighting a case. All the opportunities in the world, bro. Over and over and over and over again. Like I tell y'all, bro, the shit don't get serious until that judge slam that gavel and tell you you're looking at 10 years, and you're looking at 15 years, and you're looking at 20 years. And the shit don't do nothing for me but break me down. You know what I'm saying? Because I know when you first get your birth certificate, you go, your parents give you to the state. But when you're an adult and they throw you in that cage and you can't go and just do what you want to do, them conversations are different. Them phone calls cost $15 a call, $10 a phone call. You know what I mean? And before that, you was riding high, you know? You had all the opportunities in the world. You had everybody had just a little bit more time for you. So now, you know what I mean, as you're going into adulthood as young men, bro, y'all have to get in control of your emotions. You got to get in control of your thoughts. You got to get in control of people being around you. Because I constantly tell y'all, bro, y'all special. When you choose to try to make a difference in your family life, you're special. You know what I mean? Like, shit is hard, bro. And this shit's so hard because the way that they look at y'all, that's how they look at me, you know? And I come in here weekly, bro, and I try to identify with y'all and look like y'all the most because after this level, bro, after like this 4 years right here, you're really on your own.
All right. And as we go to our break, we want to continue to encourage you to be the best you can be physically, mentally, emotionally. Eat right, sleep right, meditate. And also remember that the suicide hotline and emergency number is 988. So don't hesitate if you're struggling with anything that you're afraid to talk about to somebody who you know. This is a line that is anonymous, and they're there just to help you. So let's try and really communicate with our children and understand their challenges as well as celebrating their successes. As you've seen, last week's episode was a replay of our mental health episode with an actual therapist, and then the one before that was actually with some of our youth and our family. So it is important that we start having conversations about our headspace, our emotions, and what may be going on that, you know, you're afraid to talk about. This goes for adults too, but the children are very important.
And I hate getting them phone calls. I hate having to scrape for money for people buying. I hate having to move people fucking apartments out because they lose the apartment because they sitting in jail. And they got talent. I mean talent. That shit messed me up last year, you know, sitting down at that hearing for Lil Nate, and a lot of y'all decisions and a lot of the frustration with y'all come from choices that adults make around y'all. But everybody who you go beg and plead to don't give a fuck about you, bro. And I know it's funny. I know it, bro. My heart. If you can feel how my heart felt, trust me, you wouldn't laugh. I'm a grown-ass man fighting tears in front of y'all because this shit means something to me. And I say that because those are y'all who got that opportunity. Please take it. Please, bro. Y'all are 9, 10, 11 times better than your competition. Prove it. Prove it. And again, you know, those of y'all who are going to the next level, make the best of it, man. You know, I'm gonna go to our video, but I just wanted to tell y'all that because I'm tired of seeing y'all boys, man, get the opportunity taken before y'all even get it. Because you a star today, and once you put that damn orange suit on, them striped lines, whatever it is, you a slave, and they don't care. So I'll leave it there. I just want y'all to lock in, man. Have a good time. And I'm going to play the video just so we can get back to being level-headed. The camera crew that y'all see, again, I'm trying to just show y'all how easy this stuff is. You know, when you go to the next level in the off season, if you want to start a podcast, TV show, this is literally all it is. It's a team, couple cameras, you know what I mean, that cost the same amount as your shoes. But I don't hold nothing back from y'all. You know, I know Jay, Coach High been talking to you about crypto and just stuff like that, but in the off season, we're gonna show y'all, because just in the last week, in the last 3 weeks, we made like 1,500. But since the president's changed, you know what I mean, we making money off the stock market. And that's what we got to be able to share that information with y'all too. So I'm going to get to the video. And per usual, fellas, this is the time now. Just lock in and go get your crumbs. Younger guys that get to play, take your opportunities. Cash in. You know what I'm saying? Really cash in.
I'm an overachiever, period.
Yeah.
Don't get it confused. Don't judge me on rap standards. Don't put me on rapper time, because, you know, my life ain't just a rapper life, and my history, my background ain't a rapper background. Mm-hmm. So you gotta judge me as a man. People got choices, right? So you gonna look at what this group of people did and what the repercussions were, and what the feedback was for doing this. And you're gonna look at what this group of people did and look at the feedback. You wanna go to jail for life? You wanna get killed? Do what we was doing. You wanna get you some money, level up, create brands, build your team, get your family, get your homies on. Follow what we doing. It's your choice. You're entitled to whatever you wanna create, whatever experience you wanna create for yourself. But if you're tired of that, adjust the energy as best you can. Adjust what you wake up thinking and what you say. And then lastly, what you do. And that's not an easy thing to do, because it's such a pressure in these areas to just go by the way things are. I just feel like whoever you surround yourself with, you around 10 broke because you're gonna be the 11th one. Mm-hmm. You around people that have high standards for themselves, or high integrity, got high standards for their friends, for their people. You know, that's gonna rub off, and you're gonna have that type of energy around you.
All right, and we're back. I told you I'm catching some of my favorites. This big guy right here, I'm gonna let him introduce himself. Please tell us your name, position, and graduating class.
Thomas Wilder, class 2026, left tackle.
Class of 2026, so we get Tommy back again. Why is the mental health team meeting important to you?
The meeting important to me because, you know, when we get in that room, it's just you and your thoughts and you know, your team. So, you know, when the lights go off, it's just you and your thoughts. So, you know, time to lock in.
Yes, indeed. Now, what do you think that can help you lock in better?
Music and, you know, people to just encourage you. You know, that's probably about it.
Okay. And lastly, this ain't your last homecoming, but what makes the homecoming game special to you?
Like K2 has said, you know, the alumni come back. You know, everybody coming, you know, the team that come here, you know, beat them on homecoming, come back to school. That's probably about it.
Yes, indeed, man. Well, thank you. And no sacks tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes,
thank you, brother.
So if you with somebody and they somebody that's high energy or a powerful person, you know, that's motivation for you to stay on top of your game. Because, you know, somebody probably gonna call you out. The game gonna test you. It's ups and downs. And so, like, you know, you gotta be who you are at all times. You know what I mean? So, you know, just like a principle to live by. A young person from, you know, South Central LA that turned into what I turned into and what my team turned into. Telling his story is very inspiring and is the selling point. You know what I mean? Telling my story and being able to say, you know, I'm a business owner, I'm an entrepreneur. You know, I made my first $1 million legally on the books. You know what I mean? As somebody that dropped out of the 10th grade, stopped going to school at 14. You know what I mean? Been through all the institutions, the jail, my brother going back and forth to prison, being in street wars, just going through gang culture. You know what I mean? That's incredible that we right here in the back of the Maybach at the Waldorf Astoria. Really proud of the story. I don't smoke weed no more. You feel me? I ain't on a anti-weed campaign. I'm just saying my personal preference, I want to be sober. You know what I mean? I've been high. You know, I don't like being drunk. I'd rather be sober and focused. Me personally, I judge things off of intention. we all human, we gonna make mistakes, but I gauge somebody's intention. What was you trying to say? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if the intention is clear, I give the execution a little wiggle room. I'm with the movement of equality and everybody respect everybody as individuals. God is the creator and the judge. I'm not the judge. I think it's God, my personal opinion, that, you know, keep you protected through them situations while you learning what you really here for. And being able to speak from a place of experience, but on a platform and on, you know, from a place of success.
It's just about, you know, mentality, in my opinion. Just, you know, how to take your lumps in life. You know what I mean? Because you gonna take your L's. You gonna have your ups and downs. So just a philosophy or a point of view on how to look at the journey. You know what I mean? You got where you at, you got where you trying to be, and then you got all this shit in between that's not gonna matter when you get here.
Nothing happens in a vacuum. You gonna lay in the bed you make. You're not gonna get away with nothing in terms of the energy, but the energy is always gonna return to you. So when you just living in this cycle of being negative all day and just putting out negativity and that's the only energy you putting out, it's gonna return to you in a different form than you put it out in. So I would just say, you know, master your energy. Do your best to master your energy and what you put out.
Read that somewhere. It was just like the highest human act is to inspire. You know what I mean? And so for me, it's like, why do I don't care really the business side of music outside of just being a hustler. When it comes to music I love, you know, I might pay attention and get informed about how the album performed, but it don't really influence how I feel about the music. So, you know, when I thought about what factor make me like the music, you know, what really is it? And I think it's like the music that inspires you. That's what you really, that's the stuff you play over and over again.
I always had a passion for music. I was always a creative person. I really wanted to do music first before I got into the streets. And I was frustrated because I ain't had no studios. There wasn't no infrastructure on the West Coast. And it was like, it was pressure from outside, you know what I mean? And after a while, I stopped resisting it. But I always wanted to do music. If you don't connect to a country, it's a devastating thing. I ain't even understand that until I went. Because we know we not from America for real.
But some people might have never been to where they're from too.
That was me. I was raised under my mom understanding. And I don't mean her personally, I just mean her being a black American whose mom came from New Orleans, Louisiana. And a couple generations back, they was exposed to slavery, and you know what I'm saying? So to have an understanding of like, wait, it's a whole thousand year tradition that we connect to. And I'm fortunate because my dad was born over there, so I connect to it in one generation. So I met my grandmother and I seen her way of living. This is my dad's mom. It's not 5 generations removed, so I connected to it easy, or easier maybe than somebody to do their ancestry and figure out where they from and go visit it, but don't got nobody that really love them, that you could say this is my immediate family. My dad is from Africa, but I was raised in South Central LA. You know, I was turned cold. To be honest, I adapted to the culture. I didn't, naturally, that's not who I am, naturally. The culture of gangbanging in LA, that's not, none of us grow up as kids, we come from nurturing, but there's a lack of that and the coldness you get from going outside and having to survive. You get in survival mode. So this dude in Aslo, he made a thing called the pyramid of human needs. So at the base of human needs is our physiological needs: food, clothing, shelter. We don't want to be wet. We don't want to be hot. We don't want to be cold. That's at the base of comfort. You know, just being able to be fed. You know, the basic survival. And there's other needs that come above that. But if you can't address these, the basic,
everything's off.
All that other shit don't count. Also, I wanted my message to impact gang culture. You know what I'm saying? I wanted what I had to say to impact individuals like myself, young people. I was in these areas that was controlled by gangbanging. I didn't want to preach to the choir, but I wanted to be able to say, you know, I'm one of you, and where I'm gonna go, wherever I end up, you're gonna know that you can end up there too. Whether it's at the top of the game or in a successful situation as a business owner, I came from this and it's authentic, and I'm not on the outside of this culture. That's why I came in like I came in. I wasn't trying to like be on no super tough guy shit, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to be clear that, you know, wherever I take it, I'm not different. I'm exactly the same. I've been through everything you've been through or you're gonna go through as somebody in that culture. Because when you don't have resources, you in survival mode. You know, so being in survival mode automatically rules out a lot of things because you don't care about morality, because you don't experience morality. You experience, you know, the need to survive. You don't experience, you know, fairness. You don't experience planning for the future. You just experience my ribs touching. You know what I mean? And it's better me than you. And, you know, it's a survival instinct that kick in. So I think once you get out of the survival mode, your morals come back closer to your daily decision making. You start thinking about what's right, what do I believe in? I think that economics is the answer. Empowering people economically is how you really, really impact. It's about impacting culture in a way that, you know, the mentality changes. I think like you get people out of survival mode, they start thinking different. I did. You know, when I figured out, you know, how to get myself out of the situation, my approach to life and people was different. I wasn't so angry. I didn't have my guard up. I wasn't so aggressive. I wasn't so, you know, expecting, if you ain't helping me, fuck you. That wasn't the mentality no more. You just gotta kind of empathize with the scenario and understand you put a person in survival mode, they're gonna survive by any means.
All right, Phil. So I wanted y'all to hear that because that was Nipsey Hussle, if you didn't know. There's very few people that you see at this time, in this day and age, that build a brand literally from the bottom to the top with the circumstances that they were dealt because of their choices. You know what I mean? Was able to meet that brother, and a lot of his team helped us, you know, build our brand, did photo shoots and stuff like that. But I say that to say a lot of you, as I continue to say, you're using this game as an outlet, but use it as something that can take you around the world, and you can be the eyes for a lot of people in Virginia Beach or Norfolk or in your family who not going to get the opportunity to play in a bowl game, say in Hawaii, or be able to play in a Pittsburgh and know that in Heinz Field there's a big old thing of ketchup and that's where the ketchup come from. Just stuff like that, you know what I mean? You'll be able to go and have these experiences and be the eyes and ears for people who continuously live in a box. And it's mainly a box of poverty, which is the reason why most times we don't own no land, we don't have no corporations, we got a bunch of jail stories, war stories, and we applaud more times people coming home from jail than people who graduate college.
All right, now we're back. Lastly, this one of my guys from that O-line as well. O-line been getting better and better each week, man. Please tell us your name, your position, and your graduating class.
Jaden Santos, class of 2026, center.
Another one we get back again next year. Why is the mental health team meeting important to you?
I feel like it's important because it really helps me lock in and my thoughts. It clears my thoughts.
Yes, indeed. When them lights go out, they love the lights out, but they've been doing yoga, and then before the game, man, we literally just get them to lock in. Now, what can help you better lock in?
Music, and what I do, I also meditate a little bit when I'm in there with the lights off and stuff.
For sure. Lastly, what makes homecoming game that special game?
Like what Tommy and Kassan said, all the alumni coming back, everybody gonna be here. It's gonna be fun.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So again, just like I always tell you, we walk up and down, no sacks, physical, and please handle y'all business.
Yes, sir. That's the goal every week.
All right, man. Thank you. Appreciate you.
So that's it for me today. I know where Chase at? You got us? Yep.
Yeah, Chase.
And,
Yeah, Chase.
who had you? You needed the CMOS?
Yeah.
I got you.
I don't got much to say for real. I mean, I know y'all gonna ball out. I'm gonna ball out. I mean, we're gonna go states. That's really it. Y'all already know.
That's it. Hey, Chase, break it down, Chase.
Bring it down, Chase.
Chase.
Stays on me. 1, 2, 3. Stay.
Let me see.
Yo, knock this off.
That's for Chase. Who all? Hey. Yeah, that's you. Anybody get a drink from me? Get it now. I need to put this in the freezer. And in closing, this is the Leaders Only show, digital show and podcast, live stream each and every Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern. We definitely appreciate you joining our season 5 and episode 5 episode. We hope you enjoy the show. We want to thank Green Run High School football team and staff for allowing us and the mental health coaches for hanging out with us today. We're brought to you by What a Change Mentoring, Inc. and Tone Drone TV. I am Samaj, your mental health coach and chef. And please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, comment, email us at leadersonly22@gmail.com. We'd definitely love to hear from you. We'll see you next week, same time. I don't know if it'll be the same place. It's been a blessing to get our message out to you, and we love you all. Also, always remember, what we're doing is just showing you an example of some of the things that you can do. It doesn't take a lot of money, and it doesn't take politics for you to go give back. So just find an organization or a team or a group of young adults that you can help. That's where it starts, in my eyes. Again, these are just my opinions. But after we've seen the divide and conquer tactics that continue to take place, it would be nice just for each and every one of us adults just to go give back to some youth. So have a great week.